I was born on January 1st, 1985, in a small town called Alūksne. It's that part of Latvia where winters are real deal, and it wasn't coincidence that my dad, who was a pro biathlete at the time, met my mom while being on training camp in Alūksne. My first childhood memory, me trying to stay upright on tiny plastic skis. I didn't know how to walk, but I had to try skiing. Almost every weekend we packed our gear, got in a car and drove off to some competition. Sport was written in my DNA from the very beginning. Already then I had this far-fetched dream of becoming pro athlete one day. I didn't know how and when, but I had my confidence. I took all the steps, youth national team, junior champs, and in 2006 I was selected to represent Latvia in World Championships. I got around the whole thing pretty quickly and reached my first top 10 result in 2008. I was working full-time job back then, and at some stage I just felt this urge to change something. In beginning of 2012 I quit my job to become a pro athlete at the age of 27. It was a crazy decision. People around me thought I had gone nuts. Some said it out loud, most didn't, but I could definitely sense it. Sometimes I look back at a moment and ask myself, dude, what were you thinking? 8 months later, Lausanne, Switzerland, on beautiful summer day I won first ever gold medal for Latvia and added long distance bronze to that list the day after. God, I would love to go back to the moment. To top it all off, I married my fiancée Christina that summer. What else could I possibly ask for? There was enormous pressure on me for next year's World Champs, and I delivered by winning another bronze medal in long distance. Our first son Jurgis was born later that year, and I was definitely living my dream. I started out strong in beginning of 2014, but it wasn't meant to be. I injured my hamstring early that summer and arrived at the World Champs being far from my best. It was a roller coaster from there on, and eventually I had to admit, surgery was my only solution. Long story short, I had 2 hamstring surgeries in 9 months. Our second son Jakobs was born at the time, and it was tough for the family to say the least. But it also gave me tremendous amount of motivation to not give up and follow my dreams. Recovery after second surgery felt like a piece of cake. It was like, come on, just bring it on. What else have you got there for me? I was back running by beginning of 2018. 2 things made that year very special. I started my own sportswear brand called True Story, and for the first time in history, World Champs were held at my home, Latvia. We had very clear goal for that race, to fight for the medals in a relay. Another major setback was waiting for me. I managed to pierce my foot with a branch during one of my training sessions. 4 weeks on the crutches with less than 2 months to go. Not the best odds. Relay went down in history as tightest competition ever with 8 teams in 58 seconds. Team Latvia finished 8th. So close and yet so far. It showed us how far we can get with dedication, good team spirit and confidence. I am entirely grateful to my coach Jari for bringing me that far. This season has been far from my best. I have had to compromise most of my trainings due to injuries as consequences from past surgeries. But I know that it will be best version of me on a line when the clock starts running. Because this is my true story. Every place I have visited and every step I have taken on a home ground. Every victory and every defeat. Every great athlete I have met and every little kid I have inspired, every challenge I have accepted, and every failure I have encountered, every dream I had as a child, and every goal I have reached. It's all here.